This video is about analyzing data collected from your Smart Response clickers. You can use two different programs to analyze the data. The first one is the actual Smart Response notebook assessment that you already gave to students. Every time you give an assessment, you want to save the results. I save them separately for each class, so I'll give the adding and subtracting integers quiz 2. I'll give the quiz to core 1. I'll save the results as one file. Then I give it to core 2 and I'll save the results as a separate file. Same with core 3 and core 4. So right now I've opened up integer quiz 2, core 2. So this is only going to give me the results of my second core. I will click on the Smart Response tab on the left. And right here, it's giving me properties, results, next steps. So if I go to results, it's going to show me overall how the class did. And if I go to the first question, I will see how the entire class did. They got 100% correct. If I go to details, I can go to show them, and I can see how each student answered, what they answered, and the time that it took them. I find this to be the quickest way because usually when I am analyzing data, I'm analyzing a quiz almost right after they took it. And so I just go through and I see which students got it right and which ones got it wrong and record that. I can do that for each question throughout the quiz, and I can see how many got it right and how many got it wrong and exactly who. Another option is to go into your teacher tools. Remember, you can open your teacher tools by clicking on this icon, your Smart Response icon, and going to teacher tools. I have mine pulled up already. And if you go to reports, this is how you analyze the data in teacher tools. In another document, I can show it to you right here. It's the tables on analyzing results in teacher tools. This is linked with all the other links to the Smart Response training. You can find this link. Click on it and you'll see this table, which gives a definition of what each type of analyzing option does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what I think is the most useful, and that's the student comparison report. Now, I don't actually compare students, but what this does is it allows you to put multiple students onto one graph or on one page, so it's just easier to track their information than having one page per student. The assessment summary will allow you to look at multiple students and to look at multiple assessments and track their average on each of those. So no matter how you're going to decide to analyze information, you'll choose a report type. You have to choose which class. I'm going to do just core 2. I'm going to select my students. I'm going to select 3 just so that it's easier to follow. And then I'm going to select my assessments. I'm going to do all my adding and subtracting integer ones. And I'm going to choose a line chart. You can use a bar chart, but I prefer the line one. Hit preview. And right here you can see how each of these students did on all 3 assessments, how they're getting better or how they decreased. And it makes it great to see how your students are progressing with a certain concept. You can do a similar thing with educational standards. You can pick a standard and compare students. Same with cognitive levels. Question performance will be a little bit different. I've selected, again, my core 2, 3 students, and I've done all 3 assessments. In the question performance, when I hit preview, it's going to pull up each assessment. So here's my adding and subtracting integers 3. It lists all the students, and it lists exactly what they answered for each question. It also gives you the answer key here, so you can look and see what should be correct. What I do with this is I'll pull up on the side my quiz with each of the options if it's multiple choice, and I can look, okay, if the student picked C, then what misconception might they have? So it makes it really easy to group them, maybe based on a certain concept, if that is what you're working towards in your data teams. Remember that this is not the only way to collect data for your data teams, but it is one way that is very helpful and it's very quick to do. Also remember to check out that other document so that you can see what student performance, and class comparison can do for you in terms of analyzing data.